Saki.
Don't come for me.
Saki.
Don't you come for me.
Saki.
Don't come for me.
Saki.
Don't come for me.
Saki. Saki.
Don't you fucking come for me. The morning of eviction starts off with Sukhvinder and Imran in the garden having some morning tea. And Imran's just kind of talking to Sukhvinder about their time in the house so far. It's only been day 5, so it's only been like 5 days. And Imran's kind of just like, I have you and I have the 2 Nigerian sisters in here, but everyone else is white. And you can definitely see cliques. I like how they say cliques. And you can definitely see the clicks forming. And then Sukhvinder's like, yeah, why should I have to break that down to them to get in their little group? And I thought that was really interesting because they never really talk about race so like straightforward and like blunt in the Big Brother house. And like I'm surprised that Imran just kind of said like, yeah, everyone else in here is white besides me and you and the 2 Nigerian sisters. A little bit later on, Chanel, she starts talking to Raph about her boobs, and she was like, yeah, girls with fake boobs, you can like see like the whole implant and it's like really round and stuff. And Raph's like, oh, haha, well, they look good to me, not that, it matters because I'm gay or whatever. And she starts to pee in the pool. She just says it. She's like, I'm just having a wee in the pool. And Raph is like, bitch, why don't you go to the bathroom? It's like right there. And she just starts laughing. And then Big Brother comes on the speaker and is like, the hot tub or the hot pool or whatever is now off limits until further notice. Then little bit later on, Rebecca and Kieran are kind of talking about their platonic relationship and how, Kieran is going to calm it down with the flirting and stuff because he doesn't want to put the wrong impression out there to the housemates and to the public that they are together or that they are a thing or something. And so she's like, okay, that's fine. And then like 10 minutes later, Rebecca's in the kitchen with all the girls and they're talking about how good Kieran is in bed. And then Kieran walks in and then they're like, oh, Kieran, how are you in bed? Like, so awkward. And then he doesn't say anything. He just walks out like really so awkward. That's basically all that happened until the eviction later on that night. And we all know what happens. Mother Mandy, goes home and, she's talking shit about Tom the whole time. Saying how Tom is a piece of shit, basically, and how he will never be good enough for her daughter, Charlotte. Which I agree with. When that happened, Mandy's going up the stairs, leaving the house, and she's standing up there waiting for the doors to open so she can go down and talk to Emma. And they're all saying, bye, Mandy. Oh, you're amazing. You're brilliant. You're beautiful. We love you. Did you stone those tights? And except for Tom. Tom standing in the back like, he's like, that's proper childish, isn't it? I tried to say goodbye to her and give her a hug, but she didn't want to give me a hug. And he's all talking loud, just like going off. Meanwhile, Charlotte is like standing, a couple people over crying because her mom just got evicted by Tom. And Tom is trying to make it seem like he's the victim out of all this because you didn't get a hug. Bitch, you just evicted her. Why would she fucking hug you? She don't like you. She ain't playing no games. Anyway, and Charlotte really didn't really seem... I mean, she was upset, obviously, that her mom was leaving, but she wasn't salty at Tom, or she wasn't mad or bitter or nothing. Tom was like, I'm sorry. Someone had to go, and I evicted her, blah, blah, blah. She was like, oh, it's okay. That's fine. That's cool. Whatever. She, like, really was not salty at all, so... I thought she was going to be mad, and, like, I thought she was going to, like, have this, like, fucking vendetta against Tom and stuff, but she really isn't seeming like it's not a big deal to her, so that's really cool. She's really mature. I don't know how old she is, but yeah. And then, that same night, like, probably 5 minutes after that, Kaylee and a couple people are going around, and they're saying this inside joke, which is... Hold on. I'm trying to do Arthur's face. I have no money. Which I guess is an inside joke. I have no money. They showed a flashback to the day before where Arthur was telling a story about how he has no money, but he has an Oyster card. I don't even know what that is. And it's weird. It's like this dumb inside joke. I have no money. It's an inside joke between Arthur, Kaylee. Who else was out there? I think Ellie was out there. Lotan, I think, was out there. And he gets all mad. He's like, you fucking cunt. He doesn't call Kaylee a cunt, but he kind of does and like plays it off like he's trying to call Big Brother a cunt. He's like, you fucking cunt, open the doors, Big Brother. But he was saying that shit towards Kaylee. Like, come on. They wouldn't open the door to the bathroom or something. He had to go pee or something. And he's like, I don't know what happened. He got mad because they were saying I have no money joke, and he got mad because I don't know. Arthur tells Kaylee, I've dedicated my life to women, and you're like not a woman. I can't stand him. I can't fucking stand him. And then Joe goes in the diary room and he's like, I can't do this shit. This shit is stressful. I have to be the fucking father figure in this motherfucking house because everyone thinks I'm their damn dad. And Arthur's telling girls that they're cunts. Like, what's up with that? I can't do this shit. What is going on? And then later on that night, everyone's calmed down from evictions and they're all drunk and drinking because they want to, kind of break that tension that from the eviction that just happened. So Imran, Suki, Deborah, Charlotte, Chanel, and that's it. They're all in the hot tub having a good old time. Imran has his shirt on. I don't know why he was in the hot tub, but he has a nice body. Like, why are you in the hot tub with your shirt on? You look so weird. And they're all talking about alcohol, and they're like, dang, I wish we had more alcohol. And then Sukhvinder's like, bitch, I do have more alcohol. And she stands up and she's like, they didn't save me from being evicted for nothing, honey. And she runs somewhere and she pulls out a bottle of wine or something. And they're like, oh shit, you got wine? You was hiding wine this whole time? And she starts filling everyone's glasses up in the pool, in the hot tub. And then Tom comes out, little fucking short midget Tom comes out and he's like, can I just have a swig? Can I have a swig of that, please? Can you save me a swig? So she's pouring everybody a glass, and then I don't know how much is left, but there's some booze left, and she hands Tom the bottle. And Chanel's like, wait, like, fill my glass up more. I have a mixed drink. I have lemonade in mine. Can you fill my glass up a little bit more? Because they're just going to drink it straight off the bottle. Like, they don't care. Before you give it to Tom, can you fill my glass up? And she didn't. Sukhvinder just handed him the bottle. And I guess Chanel got a little bit salty, like, because she wanted more booze. I guess she got a little bit salty, and then Sukhvinder was like,
only God can judge. Yeah, well, I'm not even judging, but if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't fucking have any.
You need to lower your tone.
You don't speak to me like that.
Bitch, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have no alcohol. You wouldn't have any extra alcohol anyway. And she was kind of like, she was playing around. Sukhvinder's personality is like really aggressive, but she was playing around with Chanel, but she was raising her voice. And Chanel was like, can you lower your tone, please? And then Sukhvinder was like, don't you talk to me like that. I love Sukhvinder. She's so fucking crazy. Like 30 minutes later or something, Big Brother puts more booze in the storeroom and they all dart into the storeroom and whatever, they get their shit. And then a little bit later after that, I guess Imran gets out the hot tub and the girls are still in the hot tub, but Imran gets out. And then he's going back to the hot tub to talk to Suki. And he's like, Suki, no more hiding wine. We cannot hide wine no more. You got to quit that shit because it's not cute and people are getting mad and blah, blah, blah. She loses her fucking mind. Suki loses her fucking mind. She's like, I don't give a fuck about this alcohol. Don't come for me. Don't come for me. I don't care if you're my husband. Like, I don't care about alcohol. Don't come for me. And this goes on literally all night. And they just, like, yell at she yells at him, but he's just like, Suki, I'm your husband. Like, I'm trying to help you out. I'm on your side. I'm your friend. Why are you yelling at me? I'm just saying, don't drink all the alcohol. And she's like, it's not about alcohol. I don't care about fucking alcohol. Don't come for me. I don't care about alcohol. Don't come for me. I don't care about alcohol. That's all she kept saying. And, like, the very last thing of the night was Rebecca, someone else, and Arthur were in the kitchen, and Rebecca and the other person were having a conversation. And Arthur was like over to the side, taking food from the kitchen. Excuse me, taking food from the kitchen, and he was putting it in the storeroom. Weird, right? Really weird, right? Remember that. Remember that. Remember that. He was taking food from the kitchen and putting it in the storeroom. Right? It's supposed to be the other way around. You take shit from the storeroom and put it in the kitchen, right? So yeah, he was taking like oranges and shit and putting it back in the storeroom. Okay, so that was basically Friday. Saturday, Sukhvinder and Imran apologized to each other. Deborah, Hannah, Kieran, and Raph are in the bedroom talking about butts and what kind of butts they like. Big butts, small butts, juicy butts, plump butts, butts. Tom and Arthur argument. Why did I write that down? Oh yeah, they get in an argument because remember how I said that on Friday night Arthur was taking the food from the kitchen and putting it in the thing. So Tom was like, why are you doing that? Like basically asking him why he was doing that. And he was like, I forgot what he said. He was like, the food is supposed to be in the storeroom, right? And then when you run out, you go... I cannot remember what it was saying, but it was dumb, and then they started yelling at each other, and Arthur called Tom a dumb cunt, a fucking cunt, for like literally no reason, and then Tom got mad, and he started knocking shit over in the kitchen. Big brother calls Tom to the diary room, and he's explaining the situation. He's like, yeah, my bad, but he's being a fucking asshole. Like, why is Arthur acting like this? So that was that. 12:51 p.m. I wrote the time down because the time is important. And I'll get into that. You'll see, the time is important. 12:51 p.m., that's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, right? So Imran, Suki, and Arthur in the kitchen. Arthur is like cleaning the whole kitchen. I think he's doing the dishes, scrubbing the floor, like wiping down the tables, like cleaning everything in the kitchen, right? And Sukhvinder and Arthur are like, oh, that's nice of you, Arthur. That's like really cool that you just cleaned this whole thing. Well done. And he goes, this isn't because I'm being nice. Arthur says, this isn't because I'm being nice. This is to show the world that you must be good before you be bad. So he's planning something, right? 12:51 p.m. He's planning something. He's going to do something. This is to show the world that you must be good before you be bad. This isn't because I'm being nice. I did not clean this kitchen because I'm being nice. I'm cleaning this kitchen to show that you must do something good before you do something bad. He is planning something. What is he up to? We'll see in a second. Okay. So, the entire house, and I mean the entire house, everybody is outside, having a house meeting outside on a big circular couch. And someone's missing. Arthur. Arthur's in the kitchen, sweeping up cleaning up the rest of the kitchen, whatever he has left to do, sweeping it up. And he puts the dustpan, you sweep up and whatever's in the dustpan you throw in the trash, put in the trash. He put the trash of the sweeping in a bowl. And then he goes outside to where they're having the meeting. Straight up interrupts the fucking meeting. They were like actually talking about significant, legitimate shit about the house. And Arthur comes in, interrupts the whole thing. He's like, I have something to say. And Lochin's like trying to fucking stop him because he knows he's about to fucking try to talk over everyone in front of this fucking meeting. He's like, I have something to say. And he fucking puts the bowl of dirt and lint and dust in front of in the middle of everybody. And he's like, what does he say? And he's like, if anybody is hungry, there was some dust. Here's some dust. Dust anybody? And he walked away with a little fucking ugly ass, nasty, pale, fucking cirrhosis skin ass smirk on his fucking face. And Lotan flips out. He picks up the bowl of dust and he fucking chucks it across the fucking backyard. That shit drove me crazy. Arthur's fucking annoying. He's fucking annoying, dude. He is fucking annoying. Oh, he's so fucking annoying. So, but, you know, they're all obviously pissed at Arthur. Nobody fucking is fucking with Arthur at this point. Like, all giving him the silent treatment over it. So Joe, being the dad figure, quote unquote, the father figure of the house, he very fucking politely, very generously, I mean, I cannot express how nice he was being to Arthur. He pulls him off to the side. There are other people around, but they're not all in the fucking conversation. Well, Tom kind of is, but he pulls him aside, right? They're having a private one-on-one conversation. There's no one else. He's not trying to get anyone else's second opinion. He's not trying to embarrass him in front of everyone. He pulls him aside very politely and quietly off to the side. And Joe's kind of just talking to him, and he's like, Arthur, like, basically asking him, why are you doing this shit? Why are you being such a fucking prick? Like, but he says it way nicer than I just said it. And Arthur gets fucking defensive, and he's like, starts getting defensive, and he starts making faces, and he's like, oh. I'm like, Arthur, Joe, I wouldn't want to piss off Joe. That's all I'm saying. Something is wrong with Arthur. Like, I've never seen anyone so defensive, and like, you can't tell him shit. You cannot tell Arthur shit because he thinks you're coming for him. He thinks you're trying to embarrass him or make him look like a fool or something. They get to the task of the day. And the people's housemate, well, he's not the people's housemate no more, but Tom gets called into the secret, whatever. It's not the diary room. It's like the secret mission room or whatever that only the people's housemate can go in. And so he goes in there and he thinks he's being asked questions by the public on Twitter about the other housemates, but really it's the other housemates who are asking him all these questions. They're asking him dumb questions like, can you take off your shirt? Can you show your tattoos? Who do you think should go home first? Or who do you think should go home next? And he said Arthur without a doubt. And he said, who, like, is the most boring in the house? Or who do you get on with the least or whatever? And he said Charlotte. He said, I think she's drier than a tuna fish sandwich with no butter and no mayonnaise. Who puts butter on their tuna fish sandwich? And so yeah, that was the task. It was cute. So later on, Chanel, Charlotte, and Lotan start talking about fingers up the butt. And Chanel's like, that's sweaty, isn't it? Like, sweaty up there? Like, I tried to do that with my boyfriend before, and it was sweaty, and, you know, I didn't really like it, whatever. And Lotan's like, well, not me, because I shower 3 times a day, honey. You never know when a finger's going up my booty. Woo! That's not what he said, but he was like, I shower 3 times a day. I'm always clean. Basically saying you can stick your finger up my booty up anytime, which I'm sure he's had done multiple times. And then Chanel's like, yeah, I'm scared to do anal too because, like, what if I start farting or something? What if I bend over, we're doing doggy style, and I'll just start farting? That's like prime position for farting. And Charlotte's like, girl, don't worry, girl. Just like go home, take a shit, take a shower, then fart, and you'll be all good. Charlotte's like a little pro. A little anal pro. Who knew? Little young Charlotte. She's like taking it up the ass like a champ. So 7:10 p.m. Remember I said earlier it was around 1 o'clock when Arthur was cleaning the kitchen because he was trying to show the world that in order to be bad, you must do something good first, or whatever the fuck bullshit rhetoric he made up. That was at 12:51 p.m. Now it's 7:10 p.m. First thing we see is Arthur is standing in the kitchen pouring a fucking box of oatmeal or some shit on the ground. I can't. I fucking can't. I honestly can't. I would have lost my fucking mind. I probably would have been evicted for, like, punching him in the fucking stomach. So he's, like, pouring the shit on the ground, and he's talking to... Sukhvinder and Imran are also in the kitchen, but they're ignoring him. They're like, just let him pour the shit on the ground. Just let him pour the shit on the ground. Tom walks in, he sees it, and he walks right the fuck back out. He's like, nope, no, I'm not, no. So Arthur is pouring the shit on the ground, and he's like, Big brother, let me in the storeroom. I want to go in the storeroom. I'm hungry. I want a carrot. There's only a half a carrot in the fridge. So why the fuck did you put the fucking food in the fucking storeroom? God. Oh, I cannot fucking stand Arthur. Why the fuck did you put the fucking food in the fucking storeroom if you... It's all a plan. This is all a fucking... a pre-planned situation that he fucking thought of to happen. I think initially, he was putting the food in the storeroom so that other housemates will get mad and cuss out Big Brother and be like, open the storeroom, I want to get the food out. But nobody was taking the bait because they were all like, I don't know. Nobody was taking the bait. So I think Arthur was like, well, fine, since no one else is going to bitch and have this whole moment because of me that I created, I'm going to do it myself. So he was like, open the storeroom. I want a carrot. There's only a half a carrot in the fridge. Open the storeroom. Arthur, you were not pouring shit on the ground because you were hungry for no fucking carrot. You said earlier, we clocked you. It's on tape. You basically admitted earlier that you were about to fuck shit up later. You said, I'm not cleaning the house to be nice. I'm doing it because to show the world that you must be good before you can be bad or some shit. He was already planning. He had been planning this shit way back earlier in the fucking day that he was going to pour this shit on the ground. Had nothing to do with that. He won't hungry for no fucking carrot. Oh, God. I cannot stand fucking people like that, dude. I fucking can't. Don't fucking waste food. Don't fucking waste fucking food. Okay. So then he gets called to the diary room because Big Brother's like, why are you wasting the fucking food, you fucking spoiled, ugly fucking prick? And he's like, basically, right, like, I can't, right, like, right, and I can't fucking stand the way he talks, the way he looks, at how his mouth moves, how his fucking eyebrows move when he's fucking talking. I can't fucking stand him. So they call Raph into the diary room with Arthur because I guess Raph is like the nicest person who will put up with his bullshit. And he goes in there and Raph's like, so you don't think you're in the wrong? Like the whole house hates you. You think you're in the right and everyone else is in the wrong about this situation? Basically saying that to Arthur, Raph was. While this was happening, while they were in the diary room, Tom and Lowton were down in the main part of the house. And they decide to, like, move his bed and his mattress and stuff outside. I thought they were going to throw it in the pool, which is what I was hoping for. I was like, yes, throw his fucking clothes and his linens and all his shit in the fucking pool because he's a fucking asshole. And he's asking for it. Arthur wants someone to fucking attack him so fucking bad. So let it happen. Let him... I would have threw his shit in the fucking pool. Big Brother would have been like, can you not put his shit in the pool? I'd be like, I can't hear you, Big Brother. I can't hear you. Sorry. At the end of the diary room session with Raph and Arthur, Arthur's like, so like, can I have a carrot, Big Brother? Can you drink a bottle of bleach instead and do everyone a fucking favor, please? Then they're all dancing because they won the challenge earlier about the fake questions. So they have a party, and Lowton is just like getting it on the dance floor. I mean, he was doing full-on season 8 RuPaul's Drag Race, death drop into a split into like he was doing the fucking head shake and the body fucking twirl and I was like, get it, queen. Yes, queen. Work, mama. Yes. Get it, mama. Lowton is the gayest person in that house. I know Arthur is a homosexual, but Lowton is the gayest person in that house, if you know what I'm saying. Like, you don't have nipples that big. His nipples are like this long. The only way to get nipples that long is if you tweak them, if you play with them. You tweak them a lot. And let me tell you something right now. A girl is not playing with a man's nipples like that. A girl is not playing with her boyfriend's nipples and tweaking her boyfriend's nipples. A man would play with another man's nipples. That's what we gay guys do with each other. We fucking play with each other's nipples, but a girl isn't doing that to a man. And it's just like, how did your nipples get so big? Loten. Also, since we're on Loten, look, he's hot. He is. I'm not even gonna lie. Loten is fucking hot. He's hot. Okay. I think Kieran's hotter, but Loten's hot. But that haircut, that fucking haircut has got to be changed. Where is Helen? Helen needs to come in there and just chop all his hair off or something. And his clothing choices are questionable. I mean, did you see what he was wearing on eviction night? He was wearing the black tank top with like the swoop down to like, you know, like you can see like the whole fucking chest and nipple and everything. He was wearing that with a huge oversized, I don't know if it was a black hoodie or a black cardigan. So, okay, a huge black tank top, a huge black hoodie, super tight, like light wash skinny jeans. And then a pair of Chuck Taylor Converses. I mean, that's basically it. So I was on YouTube, you know, because I'm on YouTube all the time. And I guess Arthur walked. He quit. He left the house. I'm not sure why. I guess because he figured he wasn't liked. I think he realized that his game wasn't working. The Stephen Bear game that he was trying to play. You know, but you have to remember, it worked for Stephen Bear because Stephen Bear is hot and is tan and has like a six-pack. And Arthur, I'm sorry, darling, but you're flabby and you're pale and your hair is ugly.